Greetings, race fans, and welcome to the Fat Cat Sports Network for this week's Race Rewind at Oyster Speedway. On today's show, we will have bumper-to-bumper and door-to-door coverage of this past weekend's Maritime Parts for Trucks Pro Stock Tour and the Palmer Automotive and Truck Center's Outlaw Super Series. So let's dive right in with some looks and sounds from the pit area. The Maritime League of Legends Tour Bandolero Division was the first to get the show running on a hot Sunday afternoon in PEI. The day started with Danny Chisholm chiseling out a victory in his heat, followed by rival Dylan Dow in the 17 securing the second heat. The 20-lap INAX National Qualifier would eventually be threatened by their imposed time limit, following a pair of rollovers, a number of false starts, and mishaps. As the race finally began to take shape, it was the 17 of Dow on lead, with the 25 of Gage Gilby and Chisholm in hot pursuit. With the tension building for these young drivers, a green-white checkers restart was attempted twice without success, sending the 17 and the 25 from the front row all the way to the back. Chisholm would make no mistake when given the chance to set the pace on the restart and held on for the win. Island driver number 28, Will Murphy, who was following closely to that front pack, glided home to a second-place finish, followed by the 71 of Chase McKay, who rounded out that podium finish in the feature. The Maritime League of Legends Tour held their second event of the season. The Island ICF Incorporated 50 also served as an INEX National Qualifier, with eligibility for provisional starting positions at INEX Winter Nationals in North Carolina on the line. The pressure was on these drivers to capitalize on their chance. Craig McDonald in the 98 and Shelby Baker's 53 car secured heat wins before 15 drivers buckled in to start the feature. Following a lengthy feature from the Bandolero division, the Legends ran their feature in 50 straight laps before Craig McDonald scored the feature win for his second checkered flag on the day. Braden Langell and Sam Rogers rounded out the top three. Devin Goulet was the highest PEI finisher, coming across the line in 8th. Moving on to the Provincial Credit Union Outlaw Division, who were featured with their Palmer Automotive and Truck Center Outlaw Super Series 50-lapper. In the first of two warm-up heats, the 86 of Matthew Ford was the winner, and Gerald Gallant grabbed the other. They'll come across a start-finish line, Gerald Gallant. Harley Cornish and Matt Watson rounded that top three to the back. This time around, Jordan Leclerc. He was pretty slow on the first few laps. Jordan Leclerc would lead early on this hot Sunday afternoon in PEI, with many cars succumbing to overheating problems. Leclerc would eventually be forced to contend with the division leader in not only points but wins in the 27 of Matt Watson. Once Watson was finally able to steer his car around Leclerc, he would never look back, securing the Super Series race win. Well, it looks like Matt Watson was having a run, but Jordan Leclerc certainly not making it easy for him. And Muse in the 71 finally cracking the top 5 as he continues to motor forward as well. 7 up to 47, being very stubborn on that outside groove. And is still there. Cornish behind those two drivers. Matt Watson all by himself and in front. Followed by Neil Muse and Harley Cornish to round out the top 3. Well, it was a star-studded PEI field for the Maritime Pro Stock Tours Parts for Trucks 150, with almost 60% of the lineup from Canada's least populated province. Greg Proud was the first of 3 island drivers to sweep the Atlantic tilt-load heats. The 18 of Darren McKinnon would also grab a heat win, along with Dylan Gosby in the 91. With the PEI success in the heats, Island fans were treated to a front 2 rows of cars from the home province, with Gosby on pole and McKinnon right beside him. Close call here with Terry Duguay slowed on the inside. The 0-1 of Troy Burke kind of misjudging turn 3 and needed to lean on all of his skill to save his car and probably a few others behind him as well. Another near miss on turn 3 and 4 with Greg Proud getting a front row view to this near spin. And with the temperatures rising, drivers' patience were dropping as we watch McKinnon and the 67 of Dylan Blankhorn exchange race notes here during a caution. would turn into the Jonathan Hicken-Dylan Gosby show as the two would go door to door over the final 20 laps with no driver relenting one bit. As the two flirted with danger on almost every corner, it almost ended as a nightmare here for the two of them. But in the end, it would be Hicken finally able to pull away, slightly edging out Gosby for the win. Craig Slonwhite in the 99 would roll over the finish line in third to round out the podium.
He's out of the car, I can hear you now, Jonathan Hicken! On behalf of the South American Post Outdoors. Finishing in position number 3, well, they were scoring.
Also worth noting, the 40 of Robbie McEwen was awarded the Hard Charger Award thanks to his crew getting him back out and on the racetrack quickly and able to rebound to finish fourth. And Troy Burke was the top finishing rookie. And that does it for another edition of the Oyster Bed Speedway Race Rewind. Thanks for tuning in. Reporting for FSN, I'm Jeremy McDonald.